We have a live look right now at the CNN studios. You can see it right there on your screen, where just in the last 30 minutes, we watched the crews turn on the spotlights. Now, one of the key topics we expected to come up during the debate Thursday night, of course, taxes. Each candidate has their own plan.
Former President Donald Trump wants to continue the current round of tax cuts that he put into place in 2017. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on billionaires and corporations and keep taxes steady for those making less than $400,000 a year. Tonight, Joe Ripley with our 11 Alive political team breaks down the impact of both plans.
Two guarantees: you're going to die or pay taxes.
Numbers come easy for Armand Kadima. Predicting who will win the White House in November is a little harder.
The Jobs and Tax Cut Act really, incentivized a lot of entrepreneurs into taking advantage of a lot of the new provisions, right, that were passed in 2017.
Taxes will play a big factor for voters come election time. Kadima says the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act signed by former President Donald Trump allowed more businesses to stay in business and keep more employees.
I saw a lot of them really, bolster their financial position, their cash position, because they didn't have to shell out as much on taxes.
That was the biggest change we had in the tax code in many decades.
Tax expert Andrew Poulos thinks President Joe Biden's bid to upend the current tax system is ambitious.
For votes that President Biden's trying to get, I'm not sure how realistic it's going to be to get everything that he wants accomplished, and if it will happen.
When it comes to your wallet, we came here to Washington to get you answers.
There will be a moment in 2025 where we can fundamentally change the tax code.
Daniel Hornung with the White House National Economic Council sees opportunity as the Trump tax cuts are set to expire at the end of next year.
For folks making below $400,000, their taxes will not go up, but he's going to raise taxes on the wealthiest Americans and on large corporations, asking those very big corporations to pay their fair share. And using that revenue to fund tax cuts for the middle class, using that revenue to fund investments in key national priorities.
For example, resurrecting the pandemic-era child tax credit or earned income tax credit. Kadima warns raising taxes on the wealthy.
It could result in potential, layoffs. It could impact them to where they have to figure out ways to offset that increase in tax.
He says each plan must have balance in mind. Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.